Welcome to Lunchtime Uplift. So we're going to combine some yoga with a little bit of work with dumbbells, and this workout is being uploaded on a few different forums. So if you happen to hear something that doesn't make any sense, I'm probably talking to one of those forums and they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get started on our knees, kind of at the top or the center of the mat. You're just going to rest your hips on your heels and your palms are facing up and the backs of your hands resting on your knees. Let's pull the belly in and we're going to inhale through the nose, shut down the eyes if you like, and hold the breath. And as you're inhaling, you're going to draw your belly button back, and then you can relax it as you exhale through the nose. It doesn't mean push and use a lot of intention right now in the stomach on that exhalation, but let's inhale, pull the belly in as you inhale, and exhale, relax. 2 more. One more. And we're going to continue with that contraction and release, but we're going to roll shoulder blades back and down. So inhale, exhale. You can keep your belly pulled in the whole time if you like. And let's take the right ear towards the right shoulder and just breathe. We want to keep the shoulders back and down so you're not bringing the shoulders up to the ears at all. Come center, inhale, exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, center, right. Exhale, inhale, center, exhale, right. Let's bring those hands up overhead on an inhale. Press the hands into each other. Those palms are touching. Exhale. Thumbs to heart. Inhale, hands up over the head. And now we're going to exhale. We're going to take those biceps a little bit behind the ears and exhale, bringing the hands down behind the back of the head. We still want the hands to be touching at the heels and at the fingertips. And we still want the fingertips pointing up, not back. One more breath. Inhale, bring them up, exhale, down to the heart. Nice job. So we're gonna start on our stomachs. I might be turning to where the side of my body faces the camera, just to help you see better, but we're gonna start with some little locust rows where when we want to keep the belly button tight, we can keep the toes plugged into the mat, and we're just gonna lift the chest and squeeze the elbows towards each other. Inhale down and exhale, bringing those elbows to each other. Inhale down, exhale. 2 more. Nice. And let's go ahead and relax and interlace the fingers behind your back and bring the pinkies toward the screen. Notice how the breath, when you inhale, the breath pushes the actual ribs into the mat, and you feel that expansion from the inside out, and exhale. Stretch those shoulders. Now you can bend the elbows. Bring the hands back to the mat. And we're going to do 2 sets of everything. We're going to do 10 reps. You can definitely go back through and repeat the workout, keeping them short for uploading convenience and to respect everybody's time. So this time we're going to put the dumbbells out in front of us. And you can actually just use one for this one, and we want to go light, and you want to think about your glutes, and you're going to squeeze your glutes toward each other. Squeeze them so much into each other that it's like you wouldn't want to let a drop, if you were swimming or something, you wouldn't want to let a drop get past. So Think about that and squeeze those glutes towards each other. You're gonna inhale and you're gonna exhale. Lifting that dumbbell even with the shoulders. Inhale down. Aha, see why we wanna go light and see why we wanna keep the glutes squeezed towards each other. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. You're going to bring your right hand to the top of the right foot, so draw that heel back and bring that left hand forward. You might move your dumbbells out of the way, that's okay. And we're going to roll to the side, so be very careful, bond is engaged. And we're going to roll to the side for our stretch here. Belly tight so you can hold that balance. And then very gently release, coming back. Go to the other side. Roll to one side. And release back to center. Got 10 more reps. Exhale. Remember, just try to hold through the breath. So inhale. Exhale as you exhale. Inhale down. Three more. Nice job. So you're going to bring your hands beside the chest on the mat. Keep your toes active. And just press straight up onto hands and knees. So you want your shoulders stacked over wrists, wrists over knee, or hips over knees. And we're going to go through some of the bird dog. We're going to work through that a little bit. So you're going to take, first let's just take our both hands on the mat. Make sure we've got alignment, the joints, and that the hand and the knees are aligned. And we're going to take the left toes back, right hand forward. And then line yourself up again. Make sure you're not twisting in the back or any of that. Then we'll take our dumbbell. And when we go to the second round of these, I'll switch to the other side. I'll switch to the other view where I'm at the side. But I've got my left toes lifted. I've got my right hand on the dumbbell. I'm going to inhale, exhale, lift, and then inhale the knee back down and the hand back down. Exhale, lift, inhale, exhale. Keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now you can take a quick child's pose. Then we're going to come back up to hands and knees, same side, belly tight. Dumbbell in right hand, left toes are going to come up. Really push that heel back. Once again, quick child's pose for your rest. Coming right back out of that, we'll go to the other side. So we're going to take the dumbbell into the left hand. Try not to let your wrist curl when you're using dumbbells if you can help it. You want to keep that strong straight arm. And we're going to go left hand, right toes. Push that heel up. Nice. You can take a quick child's pose for a breath or two. We've got another round, another set. Same side, left hand, right toes. Make sure you're all stacked. Two more. Very nice. Let's go through a couple cat-cows. We're going to inhale, dipping that center of the chest and the rib cage, lifting chin, lifting hips. Exhale, rounding the back, tilting it up toward the ceiling. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Couple more. Nice. So now we go into a plank. And I know we've all done renegade rows. So we'll do 2 little tricks with renegade rows at the end. But first we're going to do 2 rounds of 10. So, you know, in renegade row, you can have one of your knees down in your plank if you want. Try to go maybe to this part of the quad instead of the kneecap. But you still want your alignment, so you can go into that supported plank and that'll work, okay? So you can try that one. All right, or we can do renegade rows. I prefer not to be on my kneecaps. So we're going to do renegade rows where we draw that dumbbell up to the chest. And then you're just going to automatically go over to the other side. And for just a little respite, let's sink the heels. Let's go into wide leg downward facing dog. Really press the fingertips down. Then we're going to float back into plank. We're going to take the dumbbell into the right hand. And you can renegade row just like you did before, or have a knee down, but just make sure that the right knee's down when the dumbbell's in the right hand, not the opposite. And a little trick is lift the opposite heel. Two more. Quick touch down with the knees. Switch your dumbbell out. 10 on the other side. Nice. So as you can see, it's starting to pick up a little bit, get a little more difficult, get a little more sweaty. What I'm going to have you do now is take a quick down dog. Sink the heels, press rib cage back, belly button through the back, up toward the ceiling. Nice job. So we'll come back to the knees and we'll start out in that half moon on the knee. So you're going to take your left hand in line with your left knee. And you've always got your hips stacked over your knee. Grab one dumbbell. Float right leg. And you know we don't want that right leg down here if we can help it, but just do your best. Keep it back. Hold. Tap that heel. And then we'll take a stretch in between the two sets. Extend. We got 10. Nice. Now we can go right over to the other side. We're going to take our time getting there, but we can go right into it. 10. Little stretch in between, a little bit of leg tapping in between. 2 sets. Try to keep the dumbbell at the bottom even with the chest. Squeeze the glute to get the heel back. Hold. Stretch. Coming out. We're going to go right back into the second set. Five more. And you can always hold and do that tapping again. And release. Woo. So we've got one more thing, and you can come along with me and repeat that same thing. Just going to do one round on exactly as we did and just follow along with me, or you can come into a side plank for that. So start in your side plank, line yourself up, bring the dumbbell to the top, and then chest height. That's the tricky part, that's the core work sometimes, stopping it. Twelve of them. Switch it out. I have to put my hand on something, it's too sweaty. Grab a breath real quick. And side plank for 12. So you got a slight bend in the elbow. but it's not a bend and straighten. You just don't want to lock out your elbows. Two more. And now we know why. Why the light dumbbells. So we're going to move on, standing up. So you can grab a drink real quick. And after you stand up, maybe do some neck rolls. Just want to catch your breath. It looks like I'm going to step into the side of my pool table, but I'm not. So we're going to grab one dumbbell to start. Grab a drink. And we'll start with the right foot at the top of the mat. The left foot is going to be at an angle to where the outside line from the pinky to the heel is in alignment with the mat. And then you're going to bend that front knee, stacking the knee over the right heel to get that long stretch. Then I want you to take your attention to this back hip bone. Twist right there. Come forward. We're going to bring that dumbbell up. Now, if you want to protect your low back, if you have a sensitive low back or if it hurts, keep the elbows bent a little bit and the dumbbells out where you can see them. But you can also come all the way up overhead and bookend the ears with the biceps. Make sure those feet are gripping the mat. Come to about chin height and lift. Exhale. Hold. Bring it to the chest. Step up. Other side goes back. Find your warrior one foot position and make sure the legs are gripping the mat. And hold, the last one. Bring it down, step up. Nice job. Let's do the first side one more time. Step back into warrior one. Nice job. Grab that dumbbell. Sink down low. Last one. Bend the elbows, bring it down, step up. Let's get back to the other side. Make sure the outside line of that back foot gets getting your attention. Two more. Belly tight. Bring down to the chest. Step up. Good job. So we're going to go into triangle. I'm going to put my right toes forward. My long side is, but I want you to see, so I'll stand this way and left toes will be at the ankle. So you can take the dumbbell to the bottom hand if you got a heavy one today, But let's make sure that we're squeezing those inner thighs like we're trying to bring the floor together with that intention through our feet, and that activates the legs all the way up from the hip down to the floor. And roll the shoulders back, and with the dumbbell at the top, if that's too much, you can keep it at the bottom, but we're gonna go into our triangle. So you're really gonna open the hips. Trying to keep bandhas engaged, and for balance, a lot of times we'll take that forearm and press it into the calf. Press the calf back into the forearm with equal pressure. Fly. Belly tight. Don't forget about pushing, hold, pushing that calf back into the arm. And then we're going to crunch, making that effort happen in the stomach. Bring it down. Nice. So we're going to grab both dumbbells. We're going to bring toes out, heels in, and come into goddess and lift with a little bit of a bend in the elbow. Lift the dumbbells up towards the shoulder, or to the shoulder height. Three more. And triangle. Fly. Nice. Bring it down. Come up. Back into goddess. Now let's press this. Come up, back into triangle with dumbbell on the top hand and crunch. Really make sure that bottom oblique is squeezing up. Nice job. I hope you'll run through that more than once, especially that last half. Take a deep breath. Bring the shoulders back and down. Wrists in line with elbows. Close down those eyes. Nice job. Let's move, let's drop the hands, let's move the dumbbells out of the way. And just for fun and to end our practice, let's do one sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweeping hands up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, hands to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Float through or step. Down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. When you bend your knees and look forward, you can, on the inhale, the feet to the top of the mat, you're in half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Sweeping arms up overhead and exhale. Believe I'm out of time, so thanks so much for being here, joining this workout. I hope you feel like you lifted. I hope you feel like you were uplifted. Divine Light in me recognizes, respects, and honors the divine light in each of you. It's been so good to see you again. Namaste.